Concourse Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly into the ground. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First down, here's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 27, Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 14. Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things.
There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 58 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a throw here to his running back. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got room. The 20, 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
McPherson on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. These two teams all tied after one. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll run with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 MP, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 32 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 147 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 2nd and very short, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay, 44 yards. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. To try again after the sack. Burrow to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger, finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Jones throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A pickup of 24 and a 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, it's Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they get their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. We'll get this to about the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hudson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Pass caught. It's Galladay on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Running left, it's Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. Running right through it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Chris Myrick from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give up. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the